absolute wonderful game out of our lefties. Jordan followed up what Michael did earlier today, was outstanding. He's had some good games for us this year, and this was the best one. We had some pretty solid defense behind him, a couple of big double plays, and the play that Walker made late in the game was huge. But Jordan was very, very special on the mound, and we scratched, got a couple of runs, and held up today.
Hey, David?
And David Cloninger with Gamecock Central. Jordan, throughout the year, you've kind of gotten in the streak of sitting down a lot of guys, and then maybe a flare will drop in and the wheels will start to come off. How much did it give you confidence that your defense was making those plays behind you, especially in the late innings?
Definitely when they make those big plays, keeps the momentum going, and I just buckle down and know how to get the next guy out.
Ray, Pat Alvis from the state, sorry. What did Jordan do differently this time than the last time he faced Arkansas back in May?
Well, he probably could answer that better than me, but from my vantage point, it was all about location. He was able to stick some fastballs in today. He's got a really good changeup, and I think that people respect his changeup, but to go along with that, he started sticking some fastballs on the inner half, and then he would get his breaking ball going a little bit. He got a couple of guys looking at the breaking ball, and he got a 3-pitch mix going, and it's pretty good. All this stuff was pretty good tonight. So comparing him to the time before against these guys, I just felt like his location was better. Is that good, Jordan?
Yeah. Okay, up front.
Ray, 2 years ago you had Michael up the street at Rosenblatt. Nobody really knew much about him. He comes out and you have him start, and he just has a magnificent game. You kind of view this, or were you thinking at all during the game that this is sort of Jordan's kind of a rival moment, at least in the eyes of people that don't really know him?
Well, he like I said, Jordan's had some games for us this year at a time that we had a couple injuries and we needed somebody to pick us up, and he was there for us. He was a freshman that just seized an opportunity to get some innings, and he kept us going. We were trying to win some series, and we weren't going to be able to do it unless we had somebody step up on the mound, and he did that for us. And I got to give Jordan a ton of credit. He's a young guy that he listens to Coach Myers. He's got a great pitching coach, and he's watched Michael Roth, and so he continues to develop, and hopefully, what you saw tonight will be a sign of things to come in the next few years.
You're in the back.
Rick Henry, WIS-TV. Ray, your defense, very big for you tonight. Can you just talk about the improvement of your defense from early in the season till now, especially with some of the young guys?
Well, that's one of those things that throughout the season, I felt we were going to have to play defense if we were going to be a consistent team. The team was good enough to play at the end of the year, and we had to replace 3 guys from a year ago at second, short, and third. And LB was really good for us the entire season. Ferguson, when he broke in the lineup, was making all the plays. And Pancake was a little inconsistent at first, but he's been really, really good down the stretch too. We've just gotten better. Those guys have just made improvements, and we needed them. We certainly needed them down the stretch to make plays. And now that we're talking about them, we'll probably have 7 kicks tomorrow somewhere. But they played really well. We've been able to get out of some situations because of our defense and pitchers throwing well, and we don't score a lot of runs, so we need that.
Okay, you're in the back.
Howard Borden, Omaha K-Sierra. A question for Christian and for Tanner. Each your thoughts on the plays you made, the double play, Christian, and then Tanner on that gun down on the runner on third.
I kind of expected to do more of a jab step, but my feet got stuck and it made it look like a dive, so it ended up working out. But yeah, Jordan was just getting ground balls all day, and he was working both sides of the plate, and especially with the righty up, I knew not to expect something just to the left side, and luckily I was in the right spot.
Tanner.
Yeah, when he hit that ball, I came in and two-hopped me, and I really didn't think he was going to go to third, and I looked up and he was rounding the bag hard, so I kind of let it go. The ball's a little slick, and LB made a good scoop over there. And when I came back in the dugout, I guess we had the play to go to second all the way on, and thank God he tagged him out, because I'd probably be on the bench for the rest of the game if I did.
Okay, Dave.
Ray, who pitches tomorrow?
I'm not exactly sure. Coach Myers and I just had a brief conversation, and I said, we'll pick this up in about 45 minutes, so, don't know yet. Yeah, Holmes is an option probably. I think he threw 53 pitches the other day, and Kumis is an option, although he hadn't been out there in a while. Nolan Belcher's name will come up as well. So I'm not sure. We'll get it out to you, Andrew. We'll shoot it to you a little past midnight probably.
Aaron?
Aaron Fitt again. Jordan, Coach talked about